Hi everyone. So it's kind of a cloudy day today, so I figured it would be a good day to tackle a pretty difficult topic, a pretty sad topic actually, depression. It's, sort of gloomy outside, and that's what depression feels like on the inside, is sort of a really cloudy, gloomy, rainy, stormy day that you just can't shake. Like there's no sun. It's just all dark and all stormy, and that's really the best metaphor I can think of for it. I've dealt with depression for a number of years now. It took me a while to come to terms with that because I didn't believe that what I was dealing with was really depression. I thought I was just sort of, sad sometimes, and, everyone gets sad. But it took me a long time to come to terms with the fact and to have the courage to admit to someone that what I was dealing with was too much for me to deal with on my own. And that's the first thing that I recommend for dealing with depression, is that if you think that you might be, to talk to someone about it, because it is not something that anyone should have to go through alone. Misery loves company, but so does happiness. So if you tell someone, they're going to be able to help you better than you can help yourself, because depression is the kind of thing that makes you incapable of helping yourself. It's this apathy and this lethargy that just settles in and makes it impossible to feel like doing anything. And I've had days where I felt like even living isn't worth it, which is difficult to admit, but I think that it's important to acknowledge the fact that depression takes so many lives, and it can, happen to anyone, really. It doesn't make you a lesser person, it doesn't make you weaker or anything, but it can really happen to anyone. And sometimes the happiest people on the outside are actually the ones who are the saddest inside, because they've gotten really good at putting this facade up for the rest of the world to see. But what I found to be useful when dealing with depression, one, is to tell someone about it so that they can sort of commiserate with you and sympathize and help you out. I've also found that making a list of things you're grateful for, a grateful list, is actually a really good way to sort of lift your spirits a little bit, and it doesn't have to be like a very serious thing. You can be silly and, name things that make you laugh, or name things that, seem sort of unimportant, but that really are just, like having a roof over your head is very important, but you could list, warm blankets, or sunny days, or music, or, anything really. And when you look back at that list, it just reminds you of all the things you have in your life that make you happy, and it's a really good way to sort of shake that depressed feeling. I've also found that going for a walk or moving about, even if you don't feel like doing it at all, is a really good way to sort of put energy back in your body and sort of get rid of that feeling a little bit. Watching funny videos is always a good thing to do. Watching something that makes you laugh, or watching a movie that makes you laugh. And then finally, the thing that I found most helpful sometimes is listening to music, because music has a way of communicating things and making you feel things that sometimes speaks better than words. And depression is sort of something where you don't really have the words to describe how it makes you feel, and that's where music can step in and sort of express how you're feeling. And sometimes, you can listen to sad music and let that express how you're feeling, or you can listen to happy music and try and lift yourself out of that depressive state. That's 5 things that I found to be really helpful when I'm dealing with my worst times of depression. Again, if you really think that you're dealing with something serious, redundant there, I advise you to speak to someone and let someone know very soon about it, because it is really important that you get the help that you need. And I'd also like to emphasize that depression in no way makes anyone a lesser person. It doesn't make you weaker, it doesn't make you anything less. So you are beautiful just the way you are, depression or not. Anyways, that's all. Bye.